What's up, guys? It's your boy Paul. I'm back with you, man. This is Rideout Reviews, and today we are on Season 2, Episode 6 of The Crown. Last episode was really a turning point, I guess, for The Crown because they became open, more public, more sharing of all their information. Not really information, but of who they are. You know, they got finagled into opening it up for the public. It was a bit different because the image that they had of these superior people has now become more of a community of people that we come together and are a part of. So it's a bit different, man, and I guess it kept the sovereign alive. It kept that lineage and that royalty alive because at the end it said that was one of the best things that had happened to them whenever he came up with those couple of things. So yeah, we'll see where we're headed to this episode, guys, as we dive deeper into the show. Episode 6, man. So if you want full reactions, go ahead and check out my Patreon. And glad you're here. And if it's your first time watching, man, go ahead and check out some of my other reactions. If you like it, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that noti bell. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, man. It really helps out the algorithm and pushes it out for all those people, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. Yeah, actually, that's what I thought. As soon as I saw this, I thought, well, what happened about the war? Because dude kind of started that war with Egypt. And, like, what's going on? And they never went back to it. They just fired the dude. Or resigned.
Over, Private. What's up?
America, though.
Grab those shovels.
They keeping the suspense alive. They won't tell us what's in the box.
There it is.
Dang, it's files, it looks like. Files upon files of different stuff. Oh, that's not, he's Nazi. He ain't a Soviet, he a Nazi.
Freedom in a country of his choice, and a generous pension to last the rest of his lifetime.
Let's see how good it is first.
They be letting Nazis go, huh? You would think, like, you just don't get killed. You don't get executed. Not pardoning and giving money and all this. That's jacked up, man. They did some atrocities. And that's for the high-ranking ones, so the ones that knew it was going down. The ones that were pushing the things to happen. And they the ones that get the freedom. That's ridiculous, man.
Don't you knock, sir?
Oh, we like ain't worried about knocking now. Oh, they said.
I'm going to need to speak to the Prime Minister.
Guess we shot back to the past.
We all suspected it.
These papers must never see the light of day.
What is written here brings the greatest shame upon this family.
That's Philip's family.
Our people would rightfully never forgive us.
Yeah, that's gotta be. Yeah, that's gotta be Philip. That's gotta be Philip's family. I remember he grew up with the Nazis. Well, he didn't grow up with them, but his sisters married one of them, high-ranking official in the Nazi party. Yeah, that's insane. Every family was Nazis, man. And then they had one in the mental hospital. His mom was in the mental hospital, which that ain't nothing because people are hurt. People get broken. People have gone through things that would make them to do that. And then his dad left him, man, and it was a womanizer. I know that back then, though, that was a huge thing. You know, that's divorce, that's insanity. Well, then Nazis too. Boy, it's like that's over the top. Nazis is over the top.
For the first meeting in Britain of the American evangelist team headed by
Billy Graham.
To see religious certainty in someone so young.
He's not young. He's my age.
Precisely. Child. I think moral authority and spiritual guidance should come from someone with a little life experience.
Close your ears to God's way. You will soon prefer your own idea, where your own evil seems to you good, and God's good seems to be evil.
So she's enamored with him, huh? Yeah. The head of the state, he got an ear for the gospel.
Good shot. Bravo. Well done.
These people still, he's living lavish, man. He must have got his pension back. What we seeing him for? What's going on with this brother? Man, he misses the thumb. I mean, that's crazy, though. A birthright that he snuffed out from under him because of love.
Not this again.
Yes, this.
Well, where do you intend to find one?
Simply have to go to London, start a campaign to have a former king be forgiven.
Dang. That's tough to renounce, to abdicate your responsibility. The word abdicate sounds bad. He abdicated the throne.
If I wished to meet Reverend Graham, do you think that could be arranged?
An invitation to preach, private lunch to follow?
Lovely.
We should have to be careful, though, ma'am, that any invitation to or association with Reverend Graham not be perceived as an endorsement of his crusades, which would not be compatible with your role as the head of the church.
Well, I'm sure you'll handle it all perfectly, Michael. And you had something.
Oh, man.
His Royal Highness the Duke of Windsor has written with a request.
What for?
To be allowed to enter the country.
Denied.
To research a book which he is planning to write.
On what subject?
How to be a truly great king. A guidebook.
Dang.
Doesn't he live in Surrey?
Sussex, I believe.
Oh, that's quite good. Out of the public eye.
The further the better, if you ask me.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
So, that is a yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes. Let him come.
Hey, Philip won't no part of it. Philip a strange guy, and I hope that ever since the little fiasco a while back, I hope things are better for them because she did a lot for that brother, and probably still doing. He better settle himself down.
Morning, sir. Monsieur Albert?
Oh, I pulled the paper out, not for publication. What is this? What did we find out? Is it about Philip again?
Are you aware of this?
I am.
As historians, we have a duty to publish the truth. Otherwise, what are we all doing? Protecting Nazis?
Protecting something else.
I have access to the US State Department duplicate files.
Including this.
There's nothing to stop the American government publishing if the British government won't.
Well, dang. There's always back channels to get stuff done, ain't it? And let's just do it for the Americans.
The company on the boat was dreadful too. Common and uninteresting people, pestering me to join them for drinks or play cards.
Oh my gosh, bro. This dude is sitting on high on the throne, and he ain't even close to it.
Of course, the true purpose of the visit can't be known to anybody. Should anyone get wind of any job hunting by His Royal Highness. So, this trip must be perceived, first and foremost, as a literary one. All that notwithstanding, I've started a campaign, gathering friends and supporters.
What kind of job could he want or do in London or England?
Cecil Beaton and Noel Coward have agreed to hold a little supper party for you.
Oh, dear Cecil. And his inedible food.
Like, what would he want, man? What could he do over there? Type of job to serve his country, the UK? Well, I don't understand. I best be about to find out, but That's odd. You know, I thought maybe he'd just like work for the U.S., you know, do something there, but he wants to do something here.
It's Christ in you, the hope of glory. It means that you have a personal relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ.
Billy Graham bringing the gospel, man. Bringing the gospel to England.
Above me there is only God.
Well, that must be lonely sometimes.
Yes, it is.
No country. Must be lonely sometimes.
The first time I ever spoke in public, I was 12 years old at school. The school principal told my mother I had a gift.
Man, I've heard that the old saying is that Billy Graham was never alone with a woman. He would always have someone around. So, to say that, maybe that scene right there wasn't super true. He would have had somebody else in the room with him because he wanted to avoid even the appearance of evil or sexual immorality. Oh, Billy Graham showed up in the show. That's so cool, man. Philip did not like old Billy. He was not about the gospel. He has economic status or socio-economic status? That brother, he like a socio-economic statusist. He don't be liking people that are just normal people, just regular people.
Don't the Americans have these unofficial roving ambassadors?
Oh, well, something like that would be ideal. Now all I must do is wait. I would say wait and pray. But all taste for prayer has left me as I survey the madness involving the American evangelist here. What has happened to the people of this country? Turning like lemmings to this crusading showman from Charlotte for their inspiration. Rumor reached me that Shirley Temple even invited the fool to preach at Windsor Chapel. Can you imagine the banality of those exchanges?
Man, why they so much on that brother? They portrayed him very well though. They didn't show him as smug and hypocritical and pious in the bad sense. And the Queen is always good too. She's represented really well.
Was now left with no choice but to publish certain material, which both my predecessor, Winston Churchill, and yours, your late father, tried to suppress.
Yeah, I forgot to say, they kept him. I thought they fired that dude, man. But they kept him. Because when he did that little ruse with the homeboy that changed it up, he did it with a second in charge. And they said that, but then he just didn't come. I thought it would have been him. But they probably did it under his nose. And her mama knows, too. Well, no, because her mama was there at the end. She know about it, though. Or at least her husband did. I don't know if she does, but she's about to find out.
Arrested a German soldier as he was retreating from...
Treffurt, near Eisenach, in central Germany.
I don't remember the soldier's name.
Oh, my gosh. You know everything. No, he probably read the file.
It was Dr. Schmidt, Dr. Paul Schmidt.
All right, you tell the story, Michael. Please.
Thank you, ma'am.
He read the file. He knows everything about it.
He secretly kept the most valuable material, hoping to use it to negotiate his freedom and to escape trial.
Yeah, that's what he did. He negotiated his freedom and escaped trial. That's so jacked up, man. What could be so valuable that killing millions and millions of people you can get off of?
There was one file pertaining to Anglo-German relations, in particular the relationship of Nazi High Command with His Royal Highness the Duke of Windsor.
Dang, the Duke of Windsor. That's her brother, or her uncle. Dang. Oh my gosh, bro.
This volume of the Marburg files be published.
He ain't king, though. He been disowned from the family anyway. Dang.
I hope you have a strong stomach.
What did he do? Hey, good thing he did become king. Cause shoot, I thought it was about Philip and his Nazi sisters. But it's about him. What did he do? What did he do? Dang, bro. I just can't believe this stuff happens all at the same time, man. Does it really happen all at the same time? He come to the country, they find the paperwork for this at the exact same time because the country trying to find a job. Now, that Billy Graham thing, that's incidental. You know what I'm saying? They're just moving that in it. But these two things are like monumental pieces that come together. How does that even?
The first option I'd like you to look at would be the role of ambassador to France.
Ambassador to Germany. Ambassador to German.
Happy and purposeful future. His Royal Highness. His Royal Highness.
How do you get a job as an ambassador of a country and the Queen or the Prime Minister don't know about it? How does that happen? How does that happen, man? Well, they're about to find out, because when they find out that paperwork that he's a Nazi, then that's gonna be tough on him.
As far as government is concerned, it's a go. Only one obstacle remains: to get the blessing of the crown, which involves a brief trip back to that miserable mausoleum, Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, I think he's projecting on all that stuff. Miserable mausoleum. He wants to be there. And then he just always goes back to that, because that was the reason for the escape, the reason for the abdication. He has to remind himself every time of the reason he gave up this miserable mausoleum. And at the same time, she got that stuff on him. This can't be true, man. This can't be true.
And may be able to usefully serve the crown.
You had a chance to serve this country. The greatest chance.
I know.
You gave it up. It states that you were considering publicly going against the government and pledging your support for peace with Germany, thereby breaking with my father, the king, where you could wait out the rest of the war in peace and safety while your countrymen gave their lives.
I went to the Bahamas as the British government instructed.
Yes, you were instructed to go to the Bahamas because of your views. In these papers, you're quoted as saying that the Führer's desire for peace was in complete agreement with your own point of view.
People make stands, they grandstand to pat themselves on the back for their great virtue. And what is the consequence? Another grotesque war, when peace was all that mattered to me. I am asking you to make peace with me today.
I don't know about
Elizabeth,
that,
the
bro.
British are a sensible people. They will never believe these claims against me. They will dismiss these papers for what they are. Baseless rumors and German propaganda.
That ain't what it is, man. Dude. That's hard to think about, though, man. Is he wanted peace above all. And at the time, I guess, I don't know. I was anybody going with the Hitler and the killers. That's bad. That's wrong. That's wrong.
I think it's time that he be forgiven.
Are you mad? You can't forgive that man.
Why not?
What he did to this country.
Those were different times. Forgiveness is very important to me.
It's not often I say this, so perhaps if I do, you will take it seriously. Ask Tommy Lascelles to come and see you.
What?
And tell him of your proposed course of action. In an unofficial capacity, for sherry or tea. Or human blood, whatever that monster drinks. And ask him about your uncle. He was his private secretary while he was king. He knows everything there is to know.
He said, go see Tommy. You know it's got to be tough if he says, if he drinks blood or whatever he drinks. That was a tough deal for him to tell him to go see Tommy about it. He does not like that, brother. Oh, man. That's tough. Yeah, I guess that's the Billy Graham part. It's the forgiveness. It's the forgiveness part. The aspect of a brother or uncle.
From your grandfather, when I was in his service. Shall we, ma'am?
Wow. See, they put that piece back when she picked it up.
Before you make your decision, ma'am, I believe you should be in full possession of the facts.
I've read the Marburg files.
I said full possession. The Duke of Windsor made his loyalties clear as soon as he became king. Surrounded himself with a new breed of courtier, men such as Karl, the Duke of Saxe-Coburg, a renowned Nazi. He also shared classified Allied documents with the Duchess of Windsor, who was herself sharing a bed with the German ambassador.
Dang. So he's straight up a Nazi dude. It's insane.
Having promised to retire from public life, we now know that he had no such intention. Why else would the pair of them decide to visit Hitler in Germany?
What?
Heil Hitler! The Führer labeled the trip an unofficial state visit.
Are you kidding me?
A plan to reinstate the Duke of Windsor as King of England in return for German forces being given free rein across Europe.
Are you kidding
German
me, dude?
troops were even promised to quell a colonial rebellion.
Are you
Now, of
kidding
course,
me, dude?
the full horrors were yet to come. Nonetheless, he visited.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? He was gonna overthrow his daggone brother? Reclaim the throne? Saw the Nazi internment camps?
The Duke told the German government that resolve in the United Kingdom in the face of the German aerial bombardment was weakening, and that continued bombing, that is, the continued slaughter of his fellow countrymen and former subjects, would, I quote, soon make Britain ready for peace.
Are you serious, dude? Did this really happen? This dude is a monster, man. Bro, he so much so wanted that throne that he gave up the lives of his own country, the people he said he was going to serve, the people he said he wanted to help. Oh man, that's devastating. That is devastating. Does he really want? He didn't want forgiveness, man. I mean, he wants forgiveness, but he's repentant because he didn't tell her the whole truth. Not even close. Dang, Tommy be knowing. He'd be knowing too. Because he was there while he was king. I don't know how for long. But before he was crowned or coronated, he abdicated. Dang. I wonder if she's going to bring that up. I'll confront that dude.
You are permitted to return to the United Kingdom only at the pleasure and invitation of the sovereign. I find myself unable to grant that permission.
Who's fed you this poison? Your mother?
I came to my own mind.
Well, you have no mind of your own. That's why everyone's so thrilled with you. The last royal to have a mind of his own was me, and that's why they threw me out.
But when the truth finally came out, the truth, it makes a mockery of even the central tenets of Christianity. There is no possibility of my forgiving you. The question is, how on earth can you forgive yourself?
There you go, girl. Now he know the truth. He knows she know. She said, dude, she tried. She wanted to, but when she knew the truth, How could you even forgive yourself? He tried to reclaim the throne and kill his countrymen in the process. Because he desired that throne the whole time. He just thought he'd be able to take it back by force. That brother, man. That's insane. Right there, that's insane. I'm glad she told that boy off, dude, because that's horrible.
You have the go-ahead to publish.
Thank you, sir.
He's like, run the print. We putting your name out there. We putting you out there. Trying to steal back the throne. Because it's even more than what the papers say. No writing back to mama now, huh? No writing back to wifey now, because he know the deal. He's like, they know. We tried to steal. Align themselves with Hitler, man. Knew about the concentration camps.
Oh, do sit down.
We gotta end on some encouragement for her. And face an extreme trial with her uncle.
Are there any circumstances, do you feel, where one can be a good Christian and yet not forgive?
Christian teaching is very clear on this. No one is beneath forgiveness. Dying on the cross, Jesus himself asked the Lord to forgive those that killed him.
We must remember his words. They know not what they do. That forgiveness, it was conditional.
Dang, that's tough. That's a good one.
God himself forgives us all. Who are we to reject the example of God?
Mere mortals.
We are all mortals. That is our fate. But we need not be unchristian ones. The solution for being unable to forgive. One asks for forgiveness oneself, humbly and sincerely, and one prays for those that one cannot forgive.
Yeah. When you pray for them, that changes your own heart towards them. Even though that's a huge thing, bro. Dang. The Nazis, man. He went to the Nazis to overthrow his own kingdom so he could become king again. Bro, that sounds like some medieval stuff, man. Some medieval king. Because he ain't even, I mean, he's king, yes. But power over the country? This is a constitutional monarchy, man. But he wanted that status. It's like, dang, bro, that's like medieval stuff back when the king was literally like the dude in charge over everything. Yeah.
Drunk? I am. I don't deny it.
Get off.
Not nearly as drunk as either as my drinking companions tonight. Your dear Ma was one.
What?
And Tommy Lassel's the other.
No.
Yes. Successfully banishing Satan from entering the Garden of Eden.
My brother said banishing Satan. Dang.
What are you doing?
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes,
No.
darling. Come on.
That's sad to me, man. Oh, Philip, man. It's like he's just in it. He ain't even really partnering with him, man. Not really together. I don't like that, man. I hope it gets better. I hope Philip goes back to the love that he shared with her before, which I don't know if he ever really did. It seemed like he did, though. I hope he goes back to that, man, because that's bogus. It was true. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? Dang. That's insane, dude. Dude, that is insane. That is insane, man. That he literally tried to overthrow his brother, team up with the Nazis to, I mean, wow. Man, that's like, dude, this show, bro. This show is something else. Golly. And I was thinking whenever Philip and Tommy and her mom was drinking it, they were like laughing and happy because they had sold some kind of lie to get her to do it, but they did not. That was the truth. Bro, that is so insane. This show is insanely crazy. Just all of the stuff that has happened with the family of the Crown and their lives, and whew, that's tough, man. And I thought Billy Graham was incidental, and it might have been, but that's sovereignty over there, right? That's God's power bringing that person into her life. Because people be wrestling with stuff and need a counselor, a guider. And she couldn't feel like she'd be guided by anybody because they all look up to her. Man. What an episode. What an episode. I'll see y'all guys in the next video.